Let's check out the Future Game Show. I want the past gaming show. Sell me Ocarina of Time again. I'll buy it. Think we'll ever get a remake of Ocarina of Time? Like, real question. Think we ever will? Intended for mature audiences. Interesting. Sorry, I'm leaning off screen to eat, so you don't gotta watch me shoving crap in my face.
Though you may know me best as the voice of Abby in The Last of Us Part 2, Mary Jane
Hi.
Watson in Marvel's Spider-Man, or maybe even the host of the June 2021 Future Game Show. And now I am back, and this time on a super cool stage to host this year's Future Game Show Summer Showcase presented by Intel. But as we all know, with great power comes great responsibility, and thankfully, I've got Yuri here to share it with me.
I'm so glad we got that out of the way soon.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Laura.
Wow.
It's great to be here. I'm Yuri
Laura
Lowenthal,
and Yuri? Yuri
and I'm the
Lowenthal?
voice of
What's up, man?
Sasuke on Naruto, Yosuke in Persona 4, and of course, Peter Parker in Marvel's Spider-Man. But tonight, I'm swapping out the Spidey suit for something a little more suave. Think less thwips, more quips. Actually, just like Spider-Man.
Exactly. Yuri and I have been on plenty of adventures, like when we explored the Midnight Channel with a talking teddy bear.
Or when we brought down Mr. Negative.
Right?
We have the best job.
I know! But let me tell you, nothing prepares you for a stacked showcase full of video game news.
You're telling me. Now, I've had a sneaky little look at what's to come. We've got demo drops, developer presentations, gameplay trailers, montages, and of course, world premieres.
Nice. Wish list at the ready, folks.
I love these two.
And remember, if something catches your eye during the show, head to gamesradar.com to read more about it.
I think we've covered all the bases. So
It's like they're performers with some charisma or something like that.
Please welcome Tamara Jokic and Gilad Baraka, who are here to deliver a very special performance of Waves from Beyond, from the soundtrack.
Already got one on 3DS. Oh, for Ocarina of Time? I want an Ocarina of Time remake in the style of how they did the Link's Awakening remake. I want a 2D version of Ocarina of Time. Give it to me.
Si no hay rumbo ni marea, luz de luna en tu espuma nos da un poco de esperanza.
Hey, the 3DS version, you get Master Mode. Mirrors the whole game. It's surprising how much different that actually makes the game feel. You got Master Mode on GameCube too. Man, that Zelda Master Disc was fucking fire. I loved that damn thing.
Mi pescador de sueños en el viaje con la proa hacia el cielo azul. Con las voces de sirenas cuando sopla el viento más magnífico y el empuje de las olas más allá.
GC Master Quest for $90. GameStop would give you like $45 for it, which was amazing because it was fucking GameStop. Drive safe. Last of Us Part 1 you consider a glorified remaster. Link's Awakening you consider a remake, even though most of the elements are the same. It's funny because there's probably more effort that was put into the Last of Us Part 1 remake, because that actually was rebuilt from the ground up. Like, it wasn't just replacement of assets. They rebuilt the game. At work, but just saying, Veil, 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 if it isn't Vandishar.
Vandishar.
Good to see you, friend. Welcome in. Or just thanks for popping in. If you're lurking or if you're just popping by, whatever it is, good to see you. I hope you're well.
Well, that was beautiful. Thanks again to Tamara and Gil.
I apologize for talking over most of it.
Previously available on Netflix, but today we are pleased to reveal that it's coming to PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox
Almost
Series
no delay
X
on the mobile
and
app?
S, and
That's
Nintendo
unheard of.
Switch
Yeah, no
in the
kidding.
summer. Make sure to wishlist it on Steam.
All right, before we get to our first world premiere, we've got a quick update.
During this year's Spring Showcase, we announced that the world of Future Game Show is expanding with the launch of the new FGS YouTube and TikTok channels.
And after we wrap up today, you'll be able to go deeper into selected games from the show with exciting videos from the growing FGS editorial team. Search for FGS on YouTube or TikTok and look out for the channel logo you can see behind us.
All right, let's keep this engine running. I think it's time for our very first world premiere.
Give it to me. I'm ready.
So, why are we really doing this? I thought you hated racing.
I need to get into the city again.
Who is going to walk away with this year's City Pass? Tune in and find out. It's going to be one hell of a ride.
Now this is pod racing.
He can't be allowed to keep doing this. But how can we stop him? By playing him at his own game.
Aster, what would you like to say to all your fans?
Okay.
Welcome to the world of Resistor, a post-apocalyptic car PD.
I know that they
where
say
you
The Last of
build
Us
a
Part 1 was
ragtag
remade
team
from the
of
ground up,
racers.
but it's still so
It's coming
similar
soon
that it
to
feels like a
PC,
remaster.
PlayStation,
I understand.
Xbox,
I totally
and
understand.
Nintendo Switch, so get it on your wish lists. What's next, Jerry?
Well, here we go from the
I think the part
post-apocalyptic to the
1
prehistoric.
remake was
It's
twofold.
dinosaurs.
One,
favorite
to
part
somewhat
of the day.
future-proof
Let's see
it,
it.
because it does look a lot better up close to even Last of Us Part 1 remastered. That was on the PlayStation 4. So the fidelity will be able to be maintained for significantly longer. And also to capitalize on sales after the HBO Max series. So that people that watch the series that then want to go play the game have a new version to purchase. What is this? There's been some weird transitions that didn't really make sense. Did I fucking miss something? We were walking through the woods looking at dinosaurs, and now we're in space as a truck driver. What just happened?
I don't know. I think I'd kind of enjoy being stuck in an intergalactic traffic jam if the views were that good.
Right? I mean, I get the whole truck sim thing now. It looks strangely relaxing. That was your first glimpse at Star Trucker, which is coming in 2024.
But now it's time to shift gears to demon gods and dark fantasy. We've got a developer presentation from Hexworks, the minds behind Lords of the Fallen.
I'm so fucking confused, but okay.
On behalf of Hexworks, welcome to the Lords of the Fallen gameplay showcase. Today, we're taking a closer look at our all-new dark fantasy action RPG, arriving this October on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Spiritual successor to the original 2014 release, it acts as a full reboot for the franchise, taking place in a vast, interconnected world over 1,000 years later. Featuring colossal boss battles, fast, challenging combat, and deep, immersive storytelling.
Lords of the Fallen was one of the first games to try to emulate the Dark Souls formula, and it was not very well received. It'll be interesting to see if 10 years later, with everything that's released in that time frame, if it does a better job now.
Enemies and, of course, treasures. And while Axiom presents its own challenges, untold horrors await in its nightmarish counterpart. Thanks to the Umbral Lamp, players can enter this lightless world at any time in one of two ways. When slain by the foes of Axiom, at which point you'll resurrect in the same location, albeit in Umbral, or by performing the Umbral Rift and willingly sacrificing one of your 2 lives. But the lamp holds yet more power, granting the ability to flay the soul from an enemy for some high damage attacks, and even manipulate the very environment of the Umbral world. However, the longer you spend in this wraith-ridden plane, the greater number of spectral terrors that will hunt you down.
How do you get out?
But as harrowing as the Hellions of Umbral are, they pale in comparison to the game's brutal boss battles. Towering above the ever-burning city of Kalrath, this gargantuan monstrosity doesn't take kindly to would-be adventurers, the demonic presence within, ready to devour any and all within sight. A merciless torturer, prepared to carry out any atrocity in the name of his faith. Tancred, master of castigations, is the devout chaplain of the hallowed sentinels. Though beneath the pious veil, his very own flesh conceals a truth most foul.
Ew. Gross. She's gonna be saying ew through this whole freaking trailer.
When Harrower Dervla ventured into the deepest depths of this world,
it's not Millennia
Rising, what she discovered was so utterly horrific that she renounced her former life in commitment to a far darker oath. Pre-order Lords of the Fallen now, and prepare to unleash the darkness on Friday the 13th of October.
This looks wonderfully gross. Delicious. Makes me want another snack.
Lords of the Fallen is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on October 13th, 2023. And you can wishlist it right now. Wait, what is it, Yuri? Are you okay?
My spidey sense is tingling. Oh, no, wait, it's something good. It's time for another world premiere.
Is he allowed to say that?
Bleak cheese, Team 17.
Bleak cheese, Team 17. What the fuck was that?
Okay.
What is happening? I haven't seen a game yet, unless this is supposed to be the game. It's like not Fall Guys. Headbangers Rhythm Royale. Okay. Team 17 is a publisher. Glee Cheese is the developer for that game. Team 17 published piles and piles and piles of shit.
Yeah. That is going to be in my head for a while, I think.
Well, I really can't complain. Watch out for Headbangers Rhythm Royale, which is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in 2023. So, what's next, Laura?
Oh, well, this game debuted as a world premiere in last year's Summer Showcase, and now we've got a closer look at gameplay. This is The Last Faith, which some fans are describing as a pixelated take on Bloodborne.
A hunter's dream, you might say.
Touché.
A new dawn is at hand. The secret has been snatched.
I have to open a window real quick.
In the hands of the sordid. But one rises above all others.
This game does still exist.
The sweetness of
We did a reaction to this game 6 months ago. This was a Kickstarter title way back when, and it has not done well by its Kickstarter backers. They are very, very upset. I had so many people coming in and commenting on my video that this game had been abandoned and that the backers were all trying to get refunds and shit for the game. Apparently it still exists. I wonder if there's a release date on this. It is actually releasing. I had assumed with the way that people had been talking about this game on the YouTube comments that this game was just
coming to PC,
dead.
PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in October 2023. And you can wishlist it right now on Steam.
We're also thrilled to announce that The Last Faith will have a beta demo this summer. If you want to check it out, register for access at
Probably be part of like Steam Next Fest. Steam Next Fest is like next week.
Our next game is a stealth action platformer set in the wake of a climate catastrophe. Let's take a trip to the world of Steel Seed.
It's a fun logo. And you're right, Vanishar, I do like rhythm games.
I'm Carlo Bianchi, and I'm the founder and game director of Storm in Attica. Let me introduce you Zoe and Kobe, the dynamic duo that will accompany you during your journey. Today, we are excited to show you the gameplay reveal of Steel Seed. Steel Seed is a stealth action game with a deep, complex, and lore-driven story. After a major climate catastrophe caused by humans, the AIs took control of the situation in order to find a way to preserve life. Zoe is looking for her father in an underground facility built by machines and extremely hostile toward anomalies. The environment surrounding Zoe is huge and takes heavy inspiration from popular mangas, movies, and anime. Zoe needs Kobe to help with exploration, environment interaction, stealth, and combat. Their bond will grow stronger the more challenges they will face together. Facing enemies without using Kobe is extremely dangerous. The planning phase using your companion is essential. Sometimes a stealth approach in problematic scenarios is preferable, and a good execution will be highly rewarding. The environment will offer you many ways to deal with the enemies. Be the silent assassin.
Yeet.
Should you feel more aggressive, Or if you screw up the stealth
Did that Final Fantasy one ever come out? What do you mean? Do you have any more context?
On the enemies. Don't forget the Cobb is there to help you with ranged attacks and skills. Your companion really makes the difference.
Oh, the Final Fantasy rhythm game? Yes. You're talking about Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line. It did come out.
Will allow you to expand Zoe and Cobb's passive and active abilities.
Only on PlayStation and Nintendo Switch, though.
The experience more dynamic and fun. Also, in dangerous times, you may.
Are there more panels this summer? There is, yes. So later today, in about 3 hours, is the Capcom showcase, and tomorrow is Xbox Extended, and then that is the last one that we currently know about. There has not been a Nintendo Direct announced.
Thanks for your time with us.
Square Enix didn't do a showcase, mostly because they had the Final Fantasy 16 pre-launch celebration yesterday, which was basically like their showcase. And then PlayStation did theirs last week.
Steel Seed is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Yeah, we're almost done with the Summer of Gaming
so much
showcases.
when you're not wearing a skin-tight suit. Am I right?
Wait a second. Are you telling me you wear the Spidey suit when you record?
No.
No. I would not do that.
Now we've got a double feature focusing on Distant
That game looked fine.
Bloom
Steel Seed.
and Go Fight Fantastic.
It's like 20 bucks.
Let's
Hell
get
yeah.
into it.
It's like Uncharted with Assassin's Creed takedowns, essentially. Did that plant tell me did good? Distant Bloom. Take down the jelly man.
A routine mission to a peaceful planet, huh?
Bird planet. That's
Nothing's
racist.
ever routine with this crew. But one thing's for sure. We'll deal with whatever comes our way. Together.
That ending title card, though. Jeez.
Distant Bloom and Go Fight Fantastic are coming later this year. So head on over to Steam and flesh out your quickly growing wish lists.
And here's a bonus. Limited time demos for both games have also been made available on Steam. So head on over to the Future Game Show Steam page if you want to check them out.
Laura, en garde!
Wait, what? What's happening?
Oh, sorry, I was reading too far ahead. It's world premiere time again.
From the forgotten pages of history comes a swashbuckling spectacle.
A challenge. I like that. Come at me.
It's a Soulsian.
Let's finish this. Catch this.
Okay, I actually really love the look of this game. If the combat is like really good, if it's snappy and enjoyable with the way that like the parrying and stuff works, this could be a lot of fun.
Come on, amigo. Try to fight me at least.
This is an ambush!
That dude's dead.
On guard.
Am I the only one who's never heard of her?
That was En Garde, a swashbuckling action-adventure which is coming in the summer of 2023. Wishlist it now on Steam.
Hey, Yuri.
Yes?
When you think of the three pillars of video games, what do you see?
Okay, well, for me, it's got to be, obviously, big rigs, big bucks, and snow trucks.
Okay, that was not what I was expecting, but boy, do I have the trailer for you.
I'm ready.
3 pillars of video games. Big rigs, big trucks, and tow trucks? Snow trucks? What did he say? I don't know. That was awful. Yuri, why would you do that? Big rigs too. Welcome back, Real. Aw, damn. That is copyright. What is this? Truck Driver Simulator? Is that what this is? Truck Driver Simulator 2024? Alaskan Road Truckers.
Alaskan Truck Simulator is coming to PC, PlayStation, and
It's Alaskan
Xbox
Road
Q3
Truckers, Laura,
2023.
not
Put on
Alaskan
your
Truck
list.
Simulator. Gah.
Now, our next game follows a scribe who's been sentenced to 30 years of writer's block. Hey, we've all been there, am I right?
What?
Let's take a look at The Bookwalker.
The Bookwalker. Should have named it the Page Master and gotten sued. Can we get a Page Master video game? That sounds scary as hell. Dude is a book. That's a really fun concept. Okay, there's a demo available right now. Good, because that unfortunately, like, I liked the concept of what they were communicating, but there was no gameplay in that.
Library books I borrowed.
You really should. Those guys are coming after you. The Bookwalker Thief of Tales is coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation on June 22nd, and you can play a free demo for the game on Steam after the show.
Okay.
If it's shown off today and is releasing in 2 weeks, I question what the gameplay looks like heavily. There's 3 Page Master games. Yeah, like Cerulean said, they're probably really old, like point-and-click adventure games or like 2D platformers. Looks like a game for us to play with Athena. Looks like a good game for the Scooby Squad. Oh, it's deceit.gg. It's just called Deceit 2, which means it's a social deduction game.
2023, and you can also play the beta now. And if you like, yeah, give it a wish list.
But of course, lying is only one part of our life. For some of us,
Nah, it's not like
always,
DVD,
maybe
it's like
more.
Among Us.
Our next game features the rest of it. It's time to check in with Paradox Tectonic, the developers of Life by You.
Hi, Future Game Show. This is King Choi, Studio Director of Marketing at Paradox Tectonic.
Man, your parents named you King?
First off, I want to share a heartfelt thank you to the gaming community, especially the live simulation players, for your overwhelming response when we first announced the game back in March of this year. And if you're just learning about us for the very first time, welcome. Life by You is designed to be one of the most moddable and open-world life simulation games. Launching on
It's quite
PC
the name.
as an
Sure
early
is.
access title this September, Life by You is opening up a whole new world of creative possibilities. Be in total control of the humans that you create, the towns that you build, and the stories that you tell, driven by real language conversations. And most importantly, live out the lives and stories that you create in a world without loading screens. And oh yes, mods. We here at Paradox Tectonic are continuing to build off the DNA of great games that
Why do you
Paradox
sound like a
Interactive
robot?
is known for, especially when it comes to community-focused features and experiences.
There's distortion in his voice, like the recording was bad.
You'll be able to play within our game will allow you to get your hands on the same tools that our game team is using to actually make the game in order to make your own UGC and mods. Just for Future Game Show 2023, here's an exclusive look at one of the jobs that your characters will be able to take on in Life by You. Here's my human, Harley, heading to her job as the barista at the Cozy Up Cafe. Harley will need to complete a set of tasks as part of her workday, including cleaning up displays that customers will inspect and take samples from. Head over to the YouTube channel at Life by You to learn more about the game, and make sure you subscribe to be the first to know when we do our weekly video drops, including feature deep dives, and also dev streams that we'll be posting in the coming weeks and months. Pre-order the game on Epic and wishlist it on Steam.
It's
When you
not The
pre-order,
Sims.
You'll be able to receive the exclusive Life Begins pack, and the first 100,000 early access players will be invited to a private
I guess
Discord
somebody has to
server
try and make
where
a
you'll be
Sims-like
able to share
game.
direct feedback to our game team to inform the roadmap and the development of the game towards full launch. We're so excited for you to get your hands on this game, and thank you so much for having us, Future Game Show 2023.
Life by You is coming to Steam Early Access on September 12th, 2023, so make sure to wishlist it today.
Okay.
Didn't they say
Time to switch things up for a
Epic
sec.
Games early act?
The VR
Whatever.
Showcase first appeared in our spring showcase earlier this year, and now it's back by popular demand. So let's swing over there and
Get
see
it?
what's new in the
Swing.
world.
I think that's it, Cerulean.
Whippity thwip. So let's see what's new in the world of virtual reality.
Whoa, this is all new. What do we do? Any ideas, Yuri?
I see a highlighted path, so I guess, like any good video game protagonist, we should
We'll go
follow
the
it blindly.
opposite
Sounds
direction.
smart to me.
If you see a highlighted path, you go the other way.
Reimagining of a Dreamcast cult classic.
Failed
Lets you play
gamers.
squash in space. Let's check in with C-Smash VRS.
What'd you call me? I have no idea what that. Like they said, it was a reimagining of a classic game.
Because C-Smash VRS is coming to PSVR 2 later this month on June 23rd, 2023.
Never heard of
If
C-Smash.
you haven't got it on your wish list already, fix that, would you? And if you're not convinced by that trailer, you can check out a free demo for the game on the PlayStation Store.
Next up, we have something for those of you looking for a different way to get your heart pumping. Take a look at this trailer for Madison VR.
She was. Here's the different way to get your heart pumping. It's just porn. Like, it's just VR porn. They said Dreamcast game? Okay, I didn't own a Dreamcast, and I didn't know anyone that owned a Dreamcast. The White Room reminds you of Mirror's Edge. Especially when it had the red pathway. Athena, do you want to play Madison in VR? Ah. You know, while it would be like a very different experience, Madison is really heavily about the puzzles and some of the timing puzzles in there. So I don't know if replaying it in VR would actually be that good of an experience because you'd know a lot of the answers unless they change some things for VR.
Yikes, even Polaroids are scary now. That was Madison VR, which is coming in 2023.
What are you talking about? Polaroids have always been scary.
This next game lets you shred without the fear of falling. Let's see what's new with VR Skater.
Somebody is going to get very hurt playing this game. This doesn't seem like a good idea for VR. Just in like a general sense, it doesn't seem like a good idea. Maybe that's just me. I also love how every single thing that they've shown is like kick flipping over a big empty gap. I understand video games get a video game, but I don't think you could grind down an escalator. It's all rubbery.
Cool stickers. VR Skater is kick flipping its way.
I think we're just flipping our hands, maybe by raising both arms. Oh, you're probably right, but that won't change that people's sense of balance will be thrown off. You're gonna have to play that game sitting down.
Give us the lowdown on Farworld Ultra, a tactical VR shooter coming exclusively to PSVR 2.
Hi, I'm Frank from First Contact Entertainment, and it is our pleasure to be here at the Future Game Show today. We've had our heads down for a while now working on Firewall Ultra, the next evolution of the Firewall franchise, which is coming exclusively to PlayStation VR 2. In Firewall Ultra, you'll be playing as an elite contractor tasked with either downloading or defending sensitive information. You'll be able to hop in with a squad of up to 3 other players and show off your skills across varied locations in both our PvP and PvE modes. The team has been working hard to create a truly deep and immersive experience that is a treat for all the senses. We've taken full advantage of the hardware, utilizing eye tracking, haptics in both the controllers and headset, trigger resistance, and the power of the PlayStation 5 to create something that truly feels like a generational leap forward.
I don't believe you.
We can't wait for you to enter the world of Firewall Ultra, coming exclusively to PlayStation VR 2 later this year.
I haven't seen anything in VR yet that feels like it is a generational leap forward for VR. It is people just doing slightly similar things with slightly different approaches and codes of paint.
World premiere of a new VR experience featuring a famous animated duo. Hold on to your Wensleydale.
A nose blunt stall on an escalator would be sick. You could do stalls, sure, but they were grinding down it. And like all that's gonna happen is that you're gonna put your freaking board on there, it's gonna catch on that rubber handrail, and then the rest of you is gonna go flying.
Oh, what a cracker of a
Wallace and Gromit?
The grand getaway. It's a right burst.
In VR? Okay.
Looks cracking, Yuri. Wallace and Gromit in the Grand Getaway is coming to MetaQuest 2 and MetaQuest Pro in 2023.
This brings us to the end of the VR showcase. We ran out of highlighted path anyway, so I guess we should fast travel. Does anyone see any subway signs around here? Anyone? Hello?
Okay, we're back, and I think I've hit my liminal space quota for today. Don't forget to check GamesRadar.com and the FGS social channels for more info on all of the games from today's Future Game Show Summer Showcase, powered by Intel. Okay, time for some more trailers, Yuri?
Yeah, for sure. Let's pick back up with an exciting world premiere.
That was a weird still. Dude is dead. No, you ain't waking up. No,
Where am I? Where do you think? This is Deponia.
So, the nightmare's finally over.
If I were you, I'd really reconsider that statement.
New era, same trash.
Hey,
At least you recognize.
Delic Entertainment, and you just watched the reveal trailer of our upcoming story-driven survival game, Surviving Deponia. It has been 7 years since we last visited our lovely trash planet, and Elysium, the floating city, has crashed down onto its surface and turned it into a Mad Maxian nightmare. Master the environment, build your own base, and meet new as well as old friends. In Early Access 2023.
Wasn't expecting that it was actually a Deponia game until the old man said Deponia.
That was Surviving Deponia, a survival twist on the cult classic point-and-click series. It's coming soon, so head on over to Steam and drop it on your wish list to stay up to date.
Man, I am parched.
Not as parched as the citizens of our next game, who live in a post-apocalyptic society where water has become new gold.
Where have I heard that before?
By yourself, all you've got around you is desert. Choose to band together with others, you've got life. Water. Civilization. To survive.
We got like Wish brand Sam Elliott on the voiceover right now.
And the most difficult choice is always right around the corner.
That was so little.
Homeseek is coming to PC on July 20th, 2023, so be sure to stick it on your wish list.
Like, I'm glad to see games that are being announced that are also releasing in the near future, but like, my guy, you didn't show enough of the game for people to want to buy this next month.
Someone tell me in the chat while we roll the trailer, actually.
This looks like a game that I would play on like a Flash website. Big Newgrounds energy. Leica? Play the demo on Steam on June 19th. Because Theme Next Fest.
Always cool to define a new genre here at the Future Game Show. That was Laika, Aged Through Blood, the very first Motorvania. That's what I'm calling it, and I'm sticking to it.
No notes. Laika, Aged Through Blood is coming to PC, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox in 2023. Next, let's hand it over to Pentapeak Studios to dig into the mechanics of their upcoming strategy game, Space Gears.
100 years in the future, Mars is at war.
Space Gears is a new strategy game. So in the fight and conquer Mars.
Commander, your mechs are online and ready for battle. The ground crew is adding the final
after
touches
the
to prepare
Capcom
for your
showcase,
arrival. This is your camp and home
I
base.
need to know how many
Collect
games
resources
were
and
announced
terraform Mars to build
in
an
the
all-new
last
mech.
week.
Space Gears is for strategy and MOBA fans everywhere. Strategy and unit controls will be key to claiming victory.
RTS and MOBAs are not synonymous. MOBAs were born from RTS games, but they are a completely different genre. You cannot appeal to... You cannot say for fans of strategy games and fans of MOBA games. Those are different. Nobody for a second would say that League of Legends and Command & Conquer are in the same genre.
PC, but you can terraform your opinion on it by playing it for free after the show.
Nice. How about something terrifying, though? Bloober Team has sent over the brand new launch trailer for the studio's first-person horror game, Layers of Fear.
Another Athena game.
Peggy 16.
Athena already played Layers of Fear and Layers of Fear and Layers of Fear 2, and this is Layers of Fear's bad naming scheme, but I'm sure without a doubt Athena will play this one. Athena enjoyed the first two.
Recognition. You took away what was rightfully mine. But what was stolen can be reclaimed. It's been years. And yet,
Athena's played a lot of the Bloober Team games, actually, because Athena also played the Medium.
the memories. The nightmares. They've never left this place. All right. I've waited too long. It's time.
Means Athena needs to also play the upcoming Silent Hill game. Was I say Faust? Yeah.
What? How they?
Where'd the phone come from?
Hi, Ma.
Darling? Is that you?
Of course, Ma. How's your book going?
I'm glad to hear your voice. But how?
It's good to have you back, writer.
Looks like a good time.
No. Not again.
Is that a remake of Layers of Fear?
And I've wet my pants. That was Layers of Fear, which is coming to PC, Mac, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series consoles on June 15th.
Up next, we've got a unique take on the co-op cartoon shooter from a talented two-person studio. Let's dive into the world of Enchanted Portals.
Co-op cartoon shooter? Is that what we're calling Cuphead? Enchanted Portals.
Anyone else just get deja vu? Explore a variety of animated styles when Enchanted Portals comes to PC and consoles later this year.
Okay, we've got a dark fantasy deck-building RPG up next, full of procedural dungeons and branching narrative choices. Let's check in with Shattered Heaven.
Deck-building RPG with procedural dungeons? What is this? It's just a...
But an endless...
It's Slay the Spire, okay.
But this ends now. Destiny.
But is it a roguelike?
It's ours to share.
You have no idea.
I'm guessing so, since they said procedural dungeons.
To yourself. Shattered Heaven is out now on PC. What's up next, Yuri?
Okay, well, if I'm reading this correctly, then we're introducing the Fart Squad?
Oh, yeah. You mean the furniture arrangement and relocation technicians. Great house movers to have on speed dial.
In the town of Packmore, there are those with stuff, and those who carry stuff away. When your stuff needs moving, it's time to call Smooth Moves.
Smooth Moves deploys the Fart Squad. You know, I'm more impressed that that couch fit perfectly through that window than anything.
Laura, would you mind, giving me the number for the Fart Squad after we wrap?
Of course. I love those guys. Moving Out 2 is coming soon.
Next up, we've got our Ones to Watch segment, a montage of some of the coolest indie games on the horizon.
Okay. Oh, those are going by very quickly. Odinfall. Okay, they're staying on the screen a little bit longer now. Punch Club 2. Death Ground. Venture to the Vial. Oh, unrecord, yeah. When that one comes around, that'll be wild. It is that is not footage. That is in Unreal Engine 5. That game is going to be controversial when it releases.
That was our ones to watch montage. If anything caught your eye, you can find out more on these games and everything else in the show by heading to our dedicated Steam page, which you can find by searching for Future Game Show on Steam.
The montage! But now it's time to take a look at Warhaven, Nexon's free-to-play 16 versus 16 fantasy brawl.
We've seen Warhaven at almost every showcase this week during the Summer of Gaming events. And I will say what I said every other time it showed up, is that it looks like a faster-paced For Honor, and that For Honor already fills a very limited niche, and there's been lots of games that have tried to do the For Honor thing, and almost all of them have failed. And For Honor even almost failed. It will be interesting to see if Warhaven is any different in any way.
Warhaven is coming in fall 2023. Be sure to wishlist it on Steam, as you'll be able to play Warhaven during Steam Next Fest later this month.
Steam. I feel like we've said that word a lot lately.
Yeah, it's like we're living in a Steam world at this point, and we're Steam bots, you know, mining and exploring, building houses for the Steam folk.
Bad jokes.
Wait, what?
I just wish it was single player. Yeah, sorry, Eve. Also, hey, Eve. I'm fine.
Steam World Build is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in 2023. Make sure it's on your Steam World wish lists if you like what you saw.
Now, Yuri, you've heard of nightmares, right? But what about a daymare?
Sounds even
Daymare 1994 Sandcastle.
Maybe in concept, but not in our next game, which is a third-person
This game needs a release date.
That's nostalgic for the 90s.
You must be important if he brought you here instead of just killing you.
It can't be.
Some knowledge is best kept hidden from the rest of the world.
Reyes, you should stay out of this. You think you understand, but you're blind like everyone else.
It can't be too late.
Reyes, you need to get out of here right now.
They all seem to become obsessed with the same thing.
You can't have betrayed us.
That data can't be allowed to leave here.
I'm actually fairly interested in this game. It's meant to be kind of, it's meant to be Resident Evil-esque.
I'm going to finish this.
Oh, okay.
Forever.
August 30th?
Rest now.
Stay frosty, because Daymare is coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on August 30th, 2023. So prime those wishlisting fingers, folks. What's next, Laura?
We're going to throw it over to Core Engage, the team behind New Cycle, a diesel punk city builder that
Just
takes
looked like
place after
Frostpunk for a moment.
devastating solar flare.
Still kind of just looks like Frostpunk.
That was New Cycle, which is coming to PC in Q2 2023. You know what to do, people.
We've got another world premiere now, and it also features trade, but not...
Is that Mr. Rossetti?
Check it out.
Once upon a time, there was a happy place called Riverside.
And then the Fire Nation attacked.
Right there was a bear called Ruffy.
That's a bear?
No one could tell why, but Ruffy had this amazing ability to swap things. Yeah, really. He just swapped them. And it was easy for him. Grab it. Throw it. There you go. Ruffy could swap just about anything. But his job had him swap paintings for townspeople. Copy and paste, swap it, you name it. Life was perfect.
Until the Fire Nation attacked.
A long-forgotten evil emerged out of the darkness. Devastation came all over Riverside, and the end was near. Now, it was up to Ruffy to accept his destiny and swap the bad for good.
There's a surprising amount of speed and energy in this.
Boom, shakalaka! Did you see that swap, buddy? Are you swappy enough to save the world? Swap-a-doodle-doo!
Interesting.
That was easy. Things might get rough, but you are roughier. And you will never swap alone.
Seems PS1, PS2 era. Yeah, not too far off. Like I said, though, they got a really nice sense of like speed and pace in it, though.
Swapping to PC and Nintendo Switch this winter. Yeah, correct, this winter. Whenever it's ready.
Hey, every brand needs a mascot, and I think we just found ours. Ruffy in the Riverside is barreling its way onto PC and Nintendo Switch this winter, so get it on your wish list now.
Our next section is a slight change of pace. This year, we'll start to get our hands on the first games developed in Unreal Engine 5. But we wanted to show you a glimpse of what games in 2024, 25, and beyond might look like. Expect startling tech demos and cutting-edge vistas as we give you a glimpse of the future of games.
Wait, so this isn't a game. This is just a tech demo for Unreal Engine 5. There's nothing in here that we should have expectations for. This is what games could look like if everyone had a 4090. That was just Hunt Showdown. Onward Software, the Matrix PS5 tech demo used. I thought that was also Unreal Engine. Too many cuts. It's because these are just very small animations that people have made in Unreal Engine 5. Like in the bottom right corner, it's shown like what the name of the animation is and who's made it. They're all probably only actually this long. They're just made in Unreal Engine 5 and are definitely pre-rendered.
And that was the inaugural Unreal Engine 5 showcase. And a warning to graphics cards everywhere. I can hear mine squealing and bursting into flames from here. Be sure to head over to the FGS social channels if you want to see more Unreal 5 demos as and when they drop.
And while you do that, I am pleased to report the sighting of a Friendly Neighborhood world premiere.
Oh, come on, let's see it then.
There might not be extended versions of those. There's some wild things happening on this screen. Frettles? Its name is Frettles?
To Ritual Studios for the face-melting first look at Fretless, the Wrath of
Oh, Fretless. There's an extra S on there. Okay, that's way better than Frettles.
Watch 2 and Paleo Pines. I am pleased to report that it is once again dinosaur time.
Yes.
What's that to be like, guys? No, fix it. Do you need another farming simulator? There you go. As people instead just go play more Stardew Valley. Have we heard, speaking of Stardew Valley, have we heard anything else about the Haunted Chocolatier? Concerned Ape's next game? I need the Chocolatier game from Stardew Chucklefish to come out already.
Paleo Pines is coming on September 26th, and Hammer Watch 2 is coming soon. Stick them on your wish lists and watch out for the demos for both games, which will be available on Steam from June 19th.
Speaking of demos, our Ones to Play montage is back after its debut in the spring showcase earlier this year. Don't touch that dial, as we're going to show off a bunch of incredible games that you can try right after
You
the
just
show.
did this. I mean, you can show me more, that's fine, but you just had a Ones to Play showcase. Or Ones to Play montage or whatever. World's Worst Handyman. No. Paper Trail. Oh, interesting. Cool. I love the look of that. That's neat as hell. Very fun concept. Myth-wrecked Ambrosia Island. Okay. It did look like Untitled Goose Game, but I don't know if it's actually from the same creators. Remedium? Okay. Pretty standard looking twin stick shooter. Laysara Summit Kingdom. City Builder? Okay. You didn't show me the game that I wanted to see.
Thank you to all of the amazing developers who submitted their demos.
So, I'm sorry, I'm going to go back real quick. I'm going to assume it's Remedium, but I wanted to see this one. What is this game right here? Like, that has this really unique art style right here. This wasn't in there.
I'm ready to die out here.
I'm going to assume that it's supposed to be Remedium and it's supposed to be this game, and that was a cinematic from it, but I have no way of actually knowing. I wanted to know what that was, but if all it is that twin stick shooter, then I guess I just don't actually care.
Thank you to all of the amazing developers who submitted their demos for our one.
Reminds me about 9, the movie? Yeah, a little bit.
All out by heading to our dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
We're taking a quick break from the trailers now to deliver an exciting update. In last year's summer showcase, we were proud to feature a selection of amazing games being created by Ukrainian developers under exceptional conditions.
Yeah, it reminded me of that too. It was a really cool art direction, right? An art style, and had like that neat animation look to it. But they were like, yeah, check these out. And then they showed off all of the games, and none of them looked like that. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a cutscene from that Remedium twin stick shooter, but
on July 27th.
I'm disappointed if so.
You can also head to our FGS social channels for more updates on the games from Ukraine that we featured during last year's show.
Okay, time for another trailer. We've got a first look at gameplay from Station to Station, a wholesome simulator where you connect voxel railways to build thriving cities.
It's very cute direction. Like, it kind of reminds me of when people, forget what it's called, where they take a video or a picture from that very particular angle that makes everything look small even though it's not. You have to take it at the right angle and you blur the top and the bottom of the image, and it makes real life look like a miniaturized, like, diagram. Not diagram, that's not the word. Diorama.
Ah, not a supervillain in sight. I think I could do with some tranquil train time, actually. Station to Station is coming to PC in 2023, and a demo is available right now, so go check it out after the show.
Next up, we're taking a step into the world of fantasy with Emberstorm Entertainment's atmospheric base builder, Rekka.
It's a base builder? Is your base a giant chicken with a house on it? Chicken house. All right, now get up and start walking. Baba Yaga and the Chicken House. That's a much better name of a game. Yeah, Chicken House. Well, they get points for originality.
As Rekka, Delightful Chicken Cottage Included, is coming to PC in 2024.
Okay, our friends at Sega have got a new trailer to share regarding Company of Heroes 3. Let's check it out.
This is Company of Heroes 3 coming to consoles, right? Because it already released on PC, as far as I remember.
Company of Heroes 3 is coming to PlayStation and Xbox on May 30th.
I don't know about you, Yuri, but I've got a feeling this next game is going to be a good one.
Wait a second.
She's in it.
That's me. In a role-playing musical? Wait. And we're about to be introduced to the main romanceable characters?
Oh my god.
Bring me my popcorn.
A role-playing
Can we get me
musical?
some popcorn, please?
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
This is the one that Austin Wintory worked on.
I know where you belong, Grace, the song, Grace. I can show you.
I saw Austin Wintory talking about this one because Laura Bailey did like 25 sessions for this game.
He's exactly what I'd expect him to be.
They paid a shitload of money to have Laura Bailey record for like 140 hours of different dialogue lines and stuff.
That hidden voice, it'll always play on loop. It'll always say, what did I do? What did I do?
What side are you on?
I said I would just make things worse, and I was right.
Do you trust him? I'm not sure. I think so. Famous last words.
Tell me what you know about Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories.
Are you here to challenge me? You don't know the first thing about me.
I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends.
Because you're so big and scary.
I'm glad you appreciate my finer qualities.
I like this better than fighting with you. Way better. Why didn't you tell me what it was really all about?
We all have our sordid history.
She sounds a little volatile.
You're always looking out for me, Freddy.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end. It's an adventure.
Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, available August 3rd. That's cool.
Wow, that was awesome. And to celebrate, Laura has promised to perform a rap from the game for us.
No, I haven't.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Not happening. Anyway,
I'm impressed that he was able to do that like that, just off the cuff.
Coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch on August 3rd, 2023.
Hey, if you're in it and Rahul Kohli is in it, I'm playing it. And now that we've got that out of our system, it's time for me to introduce a new section to the show. One that I'm calling the International Debut.
It's another world premiere, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, hey, fine, but you don't have to spoil it.
International Debut is fine. Just swap back and forth between them. Make him feel a little unique, you know? See you in a moment, Eve. Oh boy, you can play Labyrinth in this game. Could be another Athena game. Yeah, go to the fun house. Have a joy time.
So I not get used to the shattering cold in your bones.
There's little ghost children running around. I'm not touching this game.
We all will fade away, so I not enjoy this.
Children, clowns.
Start this game again.
No, I'm good. You can have all the fun you want. Reveal.
That was your first look at Reveal.
Oh, I love horror games. But our next game is all about driving to survive in an anomaly-filled exclusion zone.
I've seen some footage of this on Twitter. This game looks pretty cool.
What to expect in Pacific Drive.
If it's the game I'm thinking of, this game looks
very
neat.
much a personal thing. You know, I grew up driving station wagons around the Pacific Northwest.
This is not the game.
I'd go to the beach, I'd go on road trips with friends, and as an adult, I decided to start doing that again. So I got an old station wagon and I started going out on these trips. But, you know, I would go to abandoned industrial sites. I would go, taking the car up these tiny little dirt trails, and there was this vibe, this feeling of being out there in the woods with this old car, a very surreal experience, and that became, I think, the initial seed idea for the game. Pacific Drive is a run-based driving survival game, but when we started, we were very much just prototyping. We were getting the player into the car, having them drive around in the woods, and getting a feel of the space out there. What we quickly figured out is there's a lot of overlap between resource management and kind of plate juggling that you want in a good survival game, and taking care of a car, like making sure that you don't run out of gas and checking on your battery. It all eventually came to fruition with the garage, and us figuring out we wanted a safe space for the player to be the mechanic and to work on their car, and taking these excursions out into the zone where you're grabbing resources and exploring and then coming back and being able to do it again. In most survival games, there's a focus on the player and keeping them alive, but for Pacific Drive, we wanted to turn that on its head a bit and put the emphasis on the car. It's the thing that's going to keep you safe when you're out in the zone, but that's only true so long as you maintain it. The player can still take damage, but the car itself is a good deal more complicated. There's different slots that you can put different equipment into and customize your car, but things may happen to those parts. They may take wear and tear, they may get damaged and break or fall off, in which case you may have to craft replacement parts or scavenge for new things out in the zone. We really care about satisfying that fantasy of the player being a mechanic, just taking care of this car, maintaining it while they're on the road. It's important for us to do this because that interaction helps build the player's relationship with the car, and that's something that we care a lot about for the game. So the zone is a pretty isolating and lonely place. When you're out on the road, your car is your only real travel companion, and we wanted to make sure that players had the ability.
It is an interesting take on survival, Vanishar.
The car that is special to them. We've also doubled down on that with the physical.
The environments are really cool too.
Every time you want to start the car, you have to turn the key. You have to get the engine to start. You have to put it in park manually. We built the whole game with these systems in mind because we want to create.
I can see some people not liking some of the nuance in it, like he's talking about. Putting the fuel in the car, checking the battery, maintaining the pieces and parts, and having to turn the key to turn it on and put it in gear and stuff like that. I can see some people not enjoying that aspect of it, of the like minutia mechanics that exist in it. But conceptually, the game is really cool, and I like it a lot. It's a game that I think would actually probably do really, really well in VR. They're a really small studio, so I don't know if that's ever something that might end up happening, but it would do well because it's a game that you could play well sitting down.
I came around a corner and drifted too hard.
I don't even enjoy turning keys in real cars.
Straight down the cliff and actually ran into a group of abductors, and one of them pulled me straight into the gateway, and I made a safe exit from there even though the storm was closing in.
I think the experience I'm looking forward to players having the most is gaining that sense of companionship with the car. Sitting in the garage, looking at it, seeing all of these stories that have happened, the crazy escapes, the last minute repair jobs, and really to feel like it's their car. I think that's going to be something really special.
I push a button, I turn a key. But that's also because my car is 10 years old and was cheap. Yeah, I like the look of that game a lot. Looks really good. Something genuinely new and unique looking that's not just part of a mold.
We're giving away this custom-built station wagon. One of you lucky viewers could be driving home in style tonight.
Wait a minute, Yuri, that's literally the car from the game. You can't give that away. I think they're going to need it back.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I knew that.
Yeah, yeah, you knew. You knew, so let's just quickly move on while the producers put out some fires.
I'm the fire, aren't I?
You really are. Cookie Cutter is up next, a techno-pop-punk Metroidvania starring a badass android.
My name is Cherry. I'm different than that mass-produced junk.
All right, Cherry, beat some ass.
I was built to entertain my creator. Lately, I can't understand what I feel anymore.
Wow, okay. Jesus.
They will pay for what they
Lollipop Chainsaw Light, I guess. Reminds me of an old arcade game called Hard Drive-In. You had to turn the key, turn off the... Oh, you're talking about the other game. I thought you were talking about this game. I was like, what? This looks like the inside of your head when you do LSD. I'm sorry?
Cookie Cutter is coming to PC in 2023, so head on over to the Steam page and hit that wishlist button.
Okay, it's world premiere time again. And fans of the classic top-down GTA games might get a kick out of this one.
That was back in the day. I don't want to play as a cop.
I need some backup here, dispatch. Searching last known location. Dispatch, I got a mail matching the suspect.
Hotline Miami? Nope, GTA 1. Well, they did say if you're a fan of the old top-down GTA games.
83 Adam, show us handling, responding code 3.
Wilhelm scream, throw it away.
Suspect is now on foot. We need to end this now. He's running. Suspect is in handcuffs.
The Precinct. No. I'm gonna go with no.
The Precinct is a crime-fighting action sandbox game set in the 1980s. Basically,
It's the exact opposite of GTA 1 and 2.
PlayStation and Xbox in 2024.
And with that, it's time for our final trailer.
Yeah, I
of the
agree, Real.
night.
GTA 1 and 2 with those graphics, give them.
Those of you who tuned into last year's summer showcase, you may remember Ludo, Broken Bird Game's terrifying psychological thriller about a person trapped in their own home.
It's a little bit PT, a little bit Edith Finch. Time for an update, don't you think? I do.
Peggy 18.
I'm really tired of every game being described as a different game. This game is kind of PT, kind of Edith Finch kind of game. It's like, well, if you know what those games are, great. But PT wasn't even a fucking game. And what remains of Edith Finch is niche at best. Not even a release year. There's a demo available, but no release window at all.
Look at Ludo, which is coming soon to PC.
That was my number one
PlayStation,
thing when I was
and
entertainment editor
Xbox.
for my
So make sure
school
it's on your
paper.
wish lists. You can also check out the free demo for the game on Steam.
Describe things as their own thing rather than just referring them as this is similar to other thing.
Now my spidey sense is tingling.
People didn't listen to or watch what you're referring to. Yeah, you're very reliant on everyone having a very shared knowledge base, and that's not how that's going to work.
That means there's one more thing then. Let's see it.
I'm going to tell you a story about 3 extraordinary spirits united to face the darkness.
This feels very familiar. Is this the game that had the horrible, nasty monster in the background that the cat was hiding from? I think so.
Three incredible warriors.
Yes.
defying
Okay.
fate and even
Oh.
death. I, Kitsune, spirit of the forest, was a witness and a part of it.
Yeah, that looks excellent. Spirit of the Samurai? Hell yes. I hate everything about this, but it looks excellent.
That was The Spirit of the Samurai, a stop-motion adventure inspired by Japanese mythology. Get it on your wish lists as it's coming in 2024.
Well, it's safe to say this has been a blast, for me anyway. Thank you so much for being
Why
with
run
us
out of
today.
hiding?
Voice acting,
To scare
crime
you.
fighting, and now show hosting, Laura.
Aw, you're so welcome, Yuri. Anytime. Literally, anytime you want us back. we'll be
Okay,
there.
okay. To our audience, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Also, a big shout out to our sponsor, Intel, and everybody who worked to make the Summer Showcase a reality.
Remember that you can find and wishlist every game seen in today's show on the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page. This is where you'll find all of the demos too. Just Google Future Game Show Steam.
You can also read more about each game on GamesRadar.com and see extra content from our editorial team on the dedicated FGS social channels. I'm Yuri Lowenthal.
And I'm Laura Bailey. And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2023.
All right. Wait, where's the kitty at? Go back. Where's the cat at? I want the kitty. There's the kitty. That was a cute kitty. Okay.